Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that we link with a January transfer move to Arsenal. News today of another player that's left Arsenal. Theo Walcott has joined Everton Football Club. The fee said to be around about £20 million. What can I say about this? You know what? In a way, I'm a bit sad because I've always liked Theo Walcott at Arsenal. When he came in, we had such great hopes for him. He just has not delivered. You know, he came in at a time when sort of Thierry Henry had gone out and we all really wanted this guy to be like the new Thierry Henry. He was miles off that. But he had his moments in an Arsenal shirt. There was times when he did really well. There was seasons when he scored lots of goals, but he was always hampered with lots of injuries. And then just in recent times, he's just really been low on confidence, low on form. Fans were starting to get on his back, and it was really just time for him to move on. And I think that this is the best deal for both parties. Arsenal get £20 million. Everton get potentially a good player. I think, you know, he's a type of player now that with a new challenge going elsewhere, this might help him, this might spur him on, give him some chance to get back into that England squad. But Theo Walcott is out the door. Another £20 million bagged by Arsenal. So they're bagging money left, right and centre. 15 million for Coquelin, 20 million here for Theo Walcott, 40 million at the start of the season for Oxlade-Chamberlain. In profit in the summer because we only bought Lacazette and we made players go out. So what is going to happen with that money? Are they going to invest that big time into players? Of course, the Alexis Sanchez thing is still going on. Sanchez, we all know now, is on the verge of moving to Manchester United, but it's all being held up because Arsenal want Henrik Mkhitaryan in exchange as part of this deal. Mkhitaryan stalling over it, even though in 2009 he said that Arsenal was his favourite football club, but he seems to be stalling over the whole thing. His agent's involved. It's all being held up at the moment, but it does look like this might go through. Now, Henrik Mkhitaryan will be coming to Arsenal. For you, is that good for Arsenal? I mean, listen, remember, before he went to Manchester United, lots and lots of Arsenal fans were really excited about Mkhitaryan coming to Arsenal. He's gone to Manchester United. He's not hit it off. He's not done great. But does that mean he's not a good player? A bit like what I was saying with Walcott. Will a fresh challenge bring the best out of him? Will our style of football bring the best out of him? And listen, Jose Mourinho's recent record with certain players that he's let go. He let go Kevin De Bruyne. He let go Mo Salah. You know, he let go Lukaku. So who knows, you know what I mean? If Mkhitaryan comes the other way, it might be great for Arsenal. Now, I'm going to do a poll. Would you like to see Mkhitaryan at Arsenal? Or should I say, would that be a good signing for Arsenal? Mkhitaryan coming the other way as part of that Alexis Sanchez deal. Remember, it's supposed to be money plus Mkhitaryan. And for me, that does represent a good deal. But I don't know, I want to leave it down to you guys. What do you think? Let me know in the poll. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, that's still all going on as well. I spoke to Guillaume Balaguer yesterday in an AFTV Transfer Daily special. You can check that out from yesterday. And, you know, he confirmed, you know, he was a guy who broke the story. He confirmed that there's lots of interest from Arsenal. They're just waiting on Borussia Dortmund now to say whether or not they're going to sell him. It does look like Dortmund are willing to sell him. There's even rumours today. I said yesterday about the Giroud link. Don't think that Arsenal want to let Giroud go, but there's rumours today about Michy Batshuayi of Chelsea possibly going to Borussia Dortmund on loan, which would then open the way for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to come to Arsenal. The talk is that he wants to come to Arsenal, although there's also rumours coming out of Spain that Real Madrid might be interested in Aubameyang. And remember, they before were thinking about buying him. Aubameyang's always said he'd really love to play for Real Madrid. Who wouldn't, even though they're not going for a great patch at the moment. So if they come into the mix, it might be very difficult for Arsenal to get this deal done. But if it does happen, I'm excited about it. I mean, listen, I know our defensive problems is still going to remain, and it's whether we'll be addressing that or not. But if you think about a front three of Mkhitaryan, Lacazette and Aubameyang, for me, with Ozil in behind him, for me, I'm excited about that. If we get defensively right. And I know, yeah, it's a bit of a write-off this season regarding the league and that, but I'm excited about that going forward if we can strengthen in other areas. That would be a great attack. So let's see what happens with that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang thing. The Malcolm deal, which is another deal that's been going on and we've been hearing about, and he's a guy I suppose is probably in line now to replace Theo Walcott. They're obviously thinking about that because they wouldn't have let Walcott go otherwise. The Bordeaux president came out yesterday and said, listen, anybody trying to sign Malcolm's going to have a very hard time. He's had no offers yet for him. And he's saying that, you know, he only signed a deal in the summer and we're not willing to let him go. He's really talking, going hardball on it. We've heard this all before, but they may be looking to hold on to Malcolm. Whether Bordeaux would be able to turn down an offer in excess of, like, say, £40 million for a 20-year-old player, you know, I don't know. They might be looking at it and thinking to themselves, if we hold on to him till the summer, there'll be lots of other suitors that come in for him and there'll be more teams and there'll be a bit more of a bidding war. But it's a gamble they'll be taking, trying to hold on to him. They could potentially lose out on a lot of money. So again, it's another one we're going to have to wait and watch what happens. But that's another one of Arsenal's targets that the president is saying, well, I don't know, I don't want him to leave. Reiss Nelson, this is an interesting one, top prospect at Arsenal. Now we'll probably be looking at it and thinking with Theo Walcott gone, maybe he might get a bit more game time in the first team. Was on the bench at the weekend. Apparently, Real Madrid and PSG interested in signing Reiss Nelson. Now, that's a really interesting one. Reiss Nelson hasn't signed a new deal yet with Arsenal, very interestingly. So, you know, you can't discount these rumours. You can't discount that he might not want to move. And we've seen with Jordan Sancho, who was at Manchester City, he moved to Dortmund. You know, quite a few English players at the moment opting to move abroad to get game time. Although go to PSG or Real Madrid means zero game time right now for a young player. But, you know, them two clubs interested in him. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with that one. But Reiss Nelson probably in line maybe to get more game time, as I said, now that Theo Walcott has moved on. You know what? I saw this yesterday, and it's the UEFA latest benchmarking report, right, which has been published, which talks about income that teams make per fan, right, per game, right? And they've done like a, you know, they issue like a top 10. Number one, Arsenal. They make £74.09 per player, per fan, sorry, per player, per fan, per game. £74.09. Next up, Chelsea, £68.71. Third, Real Madrid, £55. Liverpool, fourth, £55. Bayern Munich, £54 in fifth. Man United, £53 sixth. Barcelona, £51 in seventh. Galatasaray, £48 in eighth. Man City, £40 in ninth. And West Ham, £35.30 in 10th. Number one, Arsenal, £74, right? 70, that's nearly £20 more than Real Madrid in third place, right? And a full £20, nearly £25 more than Barcelona in seventh. This is why fans get upset when money's not being spent at this club. And this transfer window, with Alexis Sanchez going out the door, Arsenal have to replace him with somebody of real world-class quality. Hopefully it will be Aubameyang. Thanks for watching the show today. Listen, don't forget to check out my new daily show that I'm doing on the Ultimate Football Fan channel. Now, I've got a special prize that those guys have given me. If you check this out, this is a signed Arsenal shirt, right? And it's been signed. You can see the signature down there by the bottom. Been signed by Alexander Lacazette. It's Lacazette's shirt, signed by Alexander Lacazette. Now you can win that shirt. All you've got to do is get across, check out my video from today on Ultimate Football Fan, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing a draw for it at the end of the week. So you've got from now to the end of the week, but you've got to subscribe to Ultimate Football Fan in order to win this shirt signed by Alexander Lacazette. Signature down the bottom here. If you want to win that shirt, get along. All you've got to do is subscribe and get a chance to win that. And also don't forget our event taking place on the 7th of February. The big celebration, 5 years of ArsenalFanTV. As I said yesterday, if you want to get your hands on one of them golden tickets, all you got to do is email in, the link is below, to try and get into the draw to get one of the golden tickets at that event. It's going to be brilliant, that event, so make sure you check it out. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Subscribe to ArsenalFanTV.